Welcome to the Daily, where we take a few minutes each day to put Jesus in the center of our life. Well, today is Sunday, June the 14th, and in our 3-year journey through the Scriptures, our reading for today will be found in Proverbs chapter 17, verse 25 and 26, Psalm 69, and Exodus chapter 21. Today, we're going to be reading from Exodus chapter 21. So let's get started on our journey together. I believe it was Mark Twain who once said, "Some people are troubled by the things in the Bible that they can't understand, but the things that trouble me the most are the things I can understand." So that being said, there are some things in the Bible that I just don't understand. It's hard for me to wrap my head around it. But that's okay, because there are many other things that I can and that I should understand. And our reading for today in Exodus chapter 21 happens to be one of them. You see, in the Hebrew culture, there were times when a person had a very troubling or difficult season in their life, and they could allow themselves to become like an indentured servant or slave to another fellow Hebrew. But at the beginning of the 7th year, that servant or slave had to be set free from his obligation or work. But here's something pretty significant that happened. If the servant liked his setup, if his work environment was good or beneficial to him, his family, he could make a choice to be a servant the rest of his life. And in Exodus chapter 21, verses 5 and 6, it says, "But if a servant plainly says, 'I love my master, my wife, my children, I will want to go free,' then his master would bring him to the judges, and he would bring him to the doorpost. His master would pierce his ear with an awl, and that would be a sign that he would be his servant forever." Now imagine that. This person made a choice that would change him forever. He made a decision that would set the course for the rest of his life. Now, what does that have to do with you and me today? Well, I want you to hear Paul's words that are found in Romans chapter 1, verse 1. He says, "Paul, a bondservant of Jesus Christ, called to be an apostle, separated to the gospel of God." Wow. Paul calls himself a bondservant of Jesus Christ. He was no doubt referring back to the Old Testament picture we just looked at today. Paul saw himself as sold out to Jesus. He had made a definitive decision to say yes to him and then follow after him the rest of his life. No turning back, no letting up, no giving up. Would you pray with me right now? Dear Lord, I declare right here and now to follow after you. I surrender to you. You have my heart and my life forever. Help me to do life as you intend. Amen.